Welcome back. We're going to do sales today. Friday, Saturday, Sunday sales, and an update because yesterday's estate sale finds I've already sold 2. Yeah. So let's get into it. First, we're going to start off with Friday, 7 sales. I'll be back. Good Saturday morning. Good Saturday morning. Had a good day in sales too. Yeah, I'll take it. 7 sales. Siete. Yeah. Or sechs in German. Ja, das ist richtig. The first one I really kind of hated selling. I just picked it up in Midwest City. I paid $277 for it. I had it for $69.99, and after I tested it, I kind of wanted to keep it, but I sold it. I sent out an offer of $66.49, and they bought it. It is The Simpsons, red label, hit and run, and yep, there you go. $277 into $66.49 plus shipping. I'll take it. Kind of hate to see you go, Homer. Anyway, I'll get over it. The next one, LS Starrett. It is a micrometer and extension rods. It's a machinist tool. It was in a barn at an estate sale a few weeks ago where I bought a bunch of stuff. And this was actually in the barn. And I'm going to use $5 as cost of goods. And I sold that for $33 plus shipping. I sold this one. Zelda Twilight Princess. It's not a real valuable Wii game. It is complete. And I got this for $1. And I sold it for $14.49 plus shipping. I sold a hat. I've had this hat probably 4 or 5 years, and I paid $50 for it. I was regretting it for a long time, but it is autographed. It is a vintage Texas Rangers Sports Specialties hat. 6 5/8. That's probably the reason it didn't sell, because it's a small size. I paid $50 for this. It does have a COA right here. And I sold it for $125 plus shipping. So I'll probably clear about $60 on it, maybe 55. But hey, I got rid of it, and I couldn't wear it because it's not my hat size. And then I sold Zumba. Yep, 2 pair. A women's medium blue Zumba pants. They're from Y2K. And yeah. These are blue and black mediums. And then they bought the lime green large size. And there you go. Zumba. Yep. $15.99 each. I'm going to use $1 each as cost of goods. So $15.90, $31.98 total. And yeah, the same buyer. So that'll be easy to do. And then the last thing I sold, last summer I spent $240 on a bunch of like surveillance camera stuff, electronics, and I'm getting down to very little, less than probably 10 or 12 items left from that bundle buy, but I have made well over $3,000 profit off that stuff. And this is a Avgalon camera. It's a surveillance camera that you'd put in a ceiling, but it's a big one. And I'll pop up a snapshot so you kind of see what it looks like. But yeah, $5 is what I paid per piece at that sale, is what it worked out to. And I sold it for $130 free shipping. So it's already in its original box, padding and everything. So put a label on that baby, tape it up, and it's gone. Gone with the wind. Frankly, I don't give a damn. I do give a damn, yeah. Anyway, I'm digging through that stuff. I listed some of those cards last night. The Beetlejuice cards actually have some really good value. There was another set that was sealed in its box. It sold for $199. So that's where I listed mine, even though I've got about 8 packs more than that box is supposed to hold. So that's what I listed it for. And I had a watcher last night. And I already sent out an offer of $189. So we'll see if they buy it. If they do, that paid for everything. And the Rocketeer, I also have watchers on, and I've already sent an offer on that one. So I've kind of gone through some of the cards. The Lucy ones, I think they're worth like $49 is what I listed them for. No interest so far in those, but I've got 2 boxes of those. So hopefully those cards turn out. The smaller decks of cards aren't very valuable, so I may end up keeping them because I don't want to make $5 off something or sell it for $5. Yeah, that's my sales. I'm sticking to it. I got a lot to do today. Contemplating going back. Going back because you know me. We'll see. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate the support and hope you're finding some good stuff. And let me know. Yeah. See ya. Welcome back. While I was packaging everything, I got another sale. I had this for $27. I sent out an offer of $25.50. The guy countered at 22 after asking a couple of questions about it. And I finally just said, you know what? I'll take 24, but I'm not going to do 22. I paid $277. It's another game from the Midwest City Buy. It is cold winter. It is complete. But here's the issue. When I bought these games in Midwest City, a lot of them had writing on the face, and I took alcohol and a rag and got that off. No problem. But on the disc, if you scrub too hard, it's permanent marker, and it will deface the disc art. So I couldn't get this off, and I wasn't going to take that chance. I'm not an expert, and I always allow the buyer to do that if they want to. So it did devalue it a little bit, but you know, he called it a collectible. But you know, when I buy video games, I do collect them, but I don't almost don't care as long as they play, if they're in a box or et cetera, et cetera. So sometimes people play that game, but anyway, it is what it is. $277 into $24. Long-winded. Love you, and I'll see you if I have any more today. I'm headed to the post office Saturday, 6 days a week. Customer service. Okay, now we're back with Saturday. You just saw the first one on Saturday. Let's get into the others. I had a total of 4 sales on Saturday. Not a great day, but Saturdays aren't that good to me. I sold this little guy. He's an Atrociraptor, Jurassic Park. Small little figure, as you can see. And I got him free, and I sold him for $9.99 plus shipping. He was in a bag of stuff. And then I sold, yep, the same lady that they delivered Saturday that she bought 2 last week. As soon as they delivered, and I guess she saw them, she said, I need 2 more. Yeah, Woman by Ralph Lauren, perfume body cream. I've got $263 each invested, and she paid me $44.98 each again, times 2. That's $89.96. That's right. I take it. And then also I sold on Saturday on Depop. Those were all on eBay because most of my sales are on eBay. I sold some more Zumba pants. Yep, I'm running out of pants. I haven't sold any of the tops, and I've got them bundled. But these are really cool ones. I've had a lot of interest on eBay and Depop for these. And I got $1 invested, and I sold those for $15.90. Then on Sunday, yeah, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me come back. 5 sales. 5. Yeah. Starting off with this Apple iPod Shuffle, 2nd generation, 1 gigabyte. I couldn't get it to work properly, and so I did it as parts, and I sold that for $14.25, and I had nothing invested in that in some kind of a bundle bag or something where I got, oh no, the lady gave it to me. That's what it was. The lady just said, hey, take it. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. These from an estate sale last summer where I bought a ton of vintage 50s and 60s salt and pepper shakers, never used. And this is the cowboy in the wagon. Or actually, is that a cowboy? Cowgirl. It could be a cowgirl. Yeah. I guess so. It's got makeup on. Yeah, she has makeup on. Okay. Anyway, Ghost Town, Highway 30 in Idaho is what it says. And like I said, these have never been used. I've sold a bunch of them, and I still have quite a few left. And I had those for like $10.99. I've already met my cost of goods on them, so no money in them anymore in that big bundle buy. She offered me 8. I countered back at $9.99, and she didn't buy them right away. And then later, she bought them again, or bought them for $9.99. And then yesterday, I saw another sale. Two more. Somebody in Florida said, I got to have some too. And I don't want one, I want two. So there you go. Two more. But when I got down to, I thought I had 7 left, I raised the price up from $44.98 to $46.98 because at one time I was selling for $55. And so I thought, you know what? I ain't got many left. Let's make a little more monies. Greedy. Anyway, they bought 2 and they're out the door. And then I went to pull them and I realized, guess what? I don't have 5 left now. I have 3 left now. So, yeah, I raised the price again. So now they're like $54.98 because I want to get as much as I can out of this thing. I just wished I had more. And then I got this yesterday, and you saw it in yesterday's video from that estate sale. It is a TI 2500. I knew it didn't have the charger, but I thought typically you could put batteries as a backup power source, and you can't. This is just rechargeable. And it was worth about $30, $35 working with the charger, but because of that, I put it at $19.99. And somebody offered me $16, and I thought, you never gonna get that working. So $16 out the door, and I'll use $1 as cost of goods on that. And then I started listing those violins I got yesterday. And before I get to that, I'll jump around here. Jump around. Anyway, I picked this up in Midwest City a few weeks ago. Brand new with tags. Wu-Tang. My grandson said, oh, Papa, you're not going to get anything for that. They sell those at Walmart. Well, I didn't get $35 for it, but I did get $18 for it on Depop. So, yeah, there you go. And I did pay $1 for that. All right. Last but not least, I listed both of these. A Stradivarius and a Nicholas Amatis Cremora 16. Needs some restoration. It's not too bad. This one has a couple of chips, though, and needs to be restrung probably and all that. But I listed these for $100 starting bid. Buy them now, $160, because they need to be worked on. And I got a message after I went to bed, and this guy has messaged me to death. But he offered me $100, which is my starting bid, and I thought, you know what, you just got these yesterday for $5 a piece. I know they're probably worth more, and I had 6 watchers on it. Probably dumb me because, yeah, anyway. I took the offer, $100, 5 into 100. I'm going to take it. Got it yesterday. And I've got the other one listed similar. And, yeah, let's go. That's my sales. I'm sticking to it. I love you guys. I got a lot of work to do. I did list, I think, 9 items yesterday. And, yeah, now it's listing time. You buy it, you list it. That's right. See you next time.